Luka Doncic is one of the best superstars in the game today. Despite him not being extremely athletic by NBA standards, Luka Doncic is still one of the best scorers and playmakers in the game. There's no question that Luka Doncic has gotten a lot of respect around the league, and for good reason. In just his first few seasons, he has shown he is going to be one of the best players of all time. The way he manipulates defenses and makes everyone's job much easier is a rarity in the league. The ultimate goal for Luka is to lead the Dallas Mavericks to a championship in the future. It remains to be seen if he manages to succeed, but Doncic definitely has the talent of a number one option and franchise player. Today's video will be all about what NBA legends have said about how insanely good Luka Doncic is. Luka Doncic is having a terrific start to his short career in the NBA, racking up a lot of good comments towards him. Not only are fans and media praising him right now, but active and former players have not hesitated to show their admiration for the Slovenian player. TRACY McGrady. Luka keeps earning praise around the league, with more people showing their admiration for the Slovenian player. During a recent interview on The Rich Eisen Show, TRACY McGrady lauded Luka's way to play the game and control the pace whenever he steps onto the court. Luka's pretty damn good. I love watching Luka because Luka's not the fastest, he's not the quickest, he can't jump over $1, but skill-wise, his skill level is off the charts. He knows how to control the pace of the game. He knows how to create space and get a shot off anybody, whether it's somebody that's bigger, stronger, quicker than him. He just knows how to play the game and control the pace. T-Mac was a league favorite during his time in the NBA, and who knows, if he had stayed healthy, he could have gone on to be one of the game's all-time greats. LeBron James. Luka's tempo and ability to control and take over a game has earned him a lot of good words. This is very similar to what LeBron James had to say about him recently as well. The King explained what made Luka so special, and the Los Angeles Lakers superstar credited his ability to control the game. His size. He's gigantic, a 6'8" guard. He's 225 pounds. He has the ball on the string, and more importantly, his vision. He can control the game. He doesn't even have to shoot. He would walk the ball up court 10 straight times and get to his spot every single time, just because of his pace. He's flying by every time. It's the mind. Luka Doncic has everything to be an incredible figure in the NBA. The Slovenian is just starting, and it looks like the Mavericks are finally putting the right pieces together for him. His NBA career is looking truly special, and we'll surely hear and see a lot more from this incredible talent. Gregg Popovich. After being a vital part of the European gold in 2017, Luka represented his country once again last year, as he led them to the Olympics for the first time in history. Luka dominated the whole qualifying tournament and led the Slovenians by the favored host Lithuania in a fantastic final game. By doing this, Luka managed to continue an insane winning streak. That caught the attention of the whole basketball world. Even the notorious San Antonio Spurs and USA coach, Gregg Popovich, shared huge praise for the Slovenian point guard last year while talking to the media in the USA training camp. He's a spectacular player, as we all know. He is one of the best players in the world. And I emphasize, in the world. He showed himself early on in Europe, and he was a fast study in the NBA. For sure, he's fun to watch. His skills, his competitiveness, his size, his innate basketball IQ is so impressive. Those are some pretty big compliments coming from one of the best coaches in NBA history. Popovich has had his fair share of encounters with Doncic and the Mavericks, and his Spurs play them often in their division. The two Texas teams have always had a rivalry between them. Sam Mitchell. Upon Luka Doncic's entry into the league, fans and analysts immediately tried to decipher his playstyle. They inevitably compared the Dallas Mavericks star to legends of the past and present. According to a former NBA player and coach, Sam Mitchell, Doncic isn't just like one particular legend. Instead, he's a combination of three great players. It's amazing to me when you watch Luka play. This young man is doing things offensively that we haven't seen since Michael Jordan. And I know he does it in a different way than we're used to seeing for those of us who had the pleasure of watching Michael Jordan play in that era. Mitchell also pointed out Doncic's 6'7", 230-pound stature, a frame usually reserved for a forward. Yet the 23-year-old has the handles of a point guard, not to mention the wit and savviness. In Mitchell's eyes, Doncic is a combination of Karl Malone, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. He's unique in that way that his style of play at his size. Luka is built more like Karl Malone, plays like Magic Johnson, but has the touch and finesse of Larry Bird. He is something that we've never seen before, and quite frankly, with his size and skill set, we may never see again. Fans are familiar with the Johnson and Bird comparisons. Like Magic, Luka sees things before they actually develop. Like Bird, Luka finds a way to get to his spots without the aid of God-given athletic gifts. Perhaps the most amazing thing about these conversations is that Doncic is so young and still has a long career ahead of him. Magic Johnson. Luka Doncic has been getting a lot of praise around the league from the very second he set foot on the NBA hardwood. He's earned every compliment with his outstanding play, and the fact that he's dominating opposing defenses in ways not many other players have done before. He once again showed he's a special kind of talent by knocking down a marvelous three-pointer last year at the buzzer to beat the Boston Celtics. The Herculean effort drew the attention of Magic Johnson, who didn't hesitate to shower him in praise. Luka Doncic's game-winning three-pointer against the Celtics last night further proves why he is a once-in-a-lifetime player and MVP candidate. The Mavericks have one of the most explosive offenses in the league, led by coach Rick Carlisle. And once the Mavericks defense catches up, they're going to be contending for NBA championships for years to come. People often give Magic a tough time for making such obvious statements on Twitter, but this one just had to be said. Doncic is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of player, and he's only going to get better as the years go by, which is a scary thought for the rest of the league. Steve Nash, the retired two-time NBA MVP, spoke highly of Luka Doncic during an interview in 2019. While speaking with NBA Cafe Barcelona, Nash said, "I think maybe he's the best 20-year-old the NBA has ever seen." Nash later compared Luka to LeBron, saying, "The game's a little different than what LeBron came in the league. I don't think LeBron was so gifted, but I don't think he was as polished as Luka at 20. Now, Luka's never going to be the athlete that LeBron is, but he's a great athlete. He's an underrated athlete." However, before playing in the NBA, Doncic had played professionally in Europe since he was 13. He played in the EuroLeague for Real Madrid. Many compare him to another NBA great from Europe, Dirk Nowitzki. Nash was asked if he believed Doncic could be better than Nowitzki. Dirk was amazing at 20, but compared to Luka, Luka's not normal in any way. He has a chance to be better than Dirk, and Dirk is one of the best players we ever had. That says how incredible of a player and talent Luka is. Nash knows a couple of things about playing point guard for the Dallas Mavericks, so it's not surprising to see him shower Luka Doncic with praise. The 23-year-old already had high expectations as arguably the most well-known prospect in 2018's draft, and the youngest EuroLeague MVP in history at 19 years old. And what do you think about Luka? Is he the best player in the NBA today? I would love to hear your opinion, so please let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing NBA content.